Hello guys, we can see how to debug the JavaScript code more wisely. Here it's a basic JavaScript HTML file. In this script we have some functions add with 20, add with 50, add with 10. Declare the variable x 0, just passing the x to appropriate function. So basically I am trying to get the add some value with x. Here I am adding with 20, here 50, here 10. So at last I expect the output will be 80. Here you can notice the actual value will be 30. So we know I am just I did not add 50 here. So the output goes to wrong. But how do you guys debug it? Most people are using console. Like here x something of after 20. After 10. See 10, 12, after 50. Adding the function. Wait a minute, still not more readable. Just I'm adding some more default x variable first. Flag x after 10 function. Okay. The default x is 0. After 20 function, it's written in 0. After 30, after adding 10 with 20, 30. After adding 50, it's still 30. That's the cause issue. Most of people are debugging like this. So how we can improve this? In order to achieve this, we need to hack the default browser rendering process. Is this possible? Yes, definitely. We have to just inject the debugger keyword here. Once you apply the debugger keyword, which will take care of the browser, it will automatically affect the browser. You can see right now, this is the usual way. You have some of text here, some of console logs here. But once you reload it, in order to work the debugger, we have to open the browser console. Just refresh it. See. The debugger will interpret the browser basic functionality, which means the code below the debugger is not running. See, these functions are still bending. You can check the console, it's not printing anything because the compiler stops here. Now we can handle the browser step by step. We are seeing the debugger here. You can check the console. Source still loading. Yeah, you can notice the debugger here. Correct. Just you click this curved arrow icon, something like this, and then you can notice here some of 4 icons. First icon used to stop the debugging option. The second one will be used for moving the next line. So here we can see the add with 20 function will return the 20, right? Because we have 0. So after adding with 20 in x, we get the 0. So clicking this curved arrow mark will move to the next line, allowing the debugging to next line. Here you can notice now the x will be 20. It's working fine, correct? Clicking again, add with 10, after it will be 30. Can notice hovering it's not working, so we can check directly here. See, so here if you want to go into the function, that means you want to check the debugger inside the function, you have to click the under arrow, which will allow the debugger to function. Just click it. See, now we are goes into the function. can check the 50. Yeah, this is caused the issue because we are not using 50 here. Like this, we can improve our debugging knowledge. But what if you stuck with production mode? Definitely you can't add the debugger right there. In order to use the debugger feature in production mode, you can utilize here. Here you can place anywhere something like this, which will work like a debugger. Just refresh now. This debugger from the code. Okay, let's close this. You can notice again trigger this debugger. Just close this one. Right now it's triggering here, something like this. So for more understanding purpose, just to close everything. Okay, stop this and remove this debugger also. Just refresh it. Everything working fine, right? So now check the source file. You can press the arrow here wherever you need, which will work on production mode. Just refresh now. See the debugger option triggered. Just click the, yeah, because we have a debugger right here. Again we have it right here. Something like this, step by step we can navigate through the code flow and we can easily solve the bug. Thank you for watching.